I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a macho man.
I'm a macho man.
I like ribeye steaks.
I lift barbell weights.
I can fit an entire can of Foster's in my mouth.
Anyways, you think I'm afraid to get my hands dirty?
You think I'm afraid of bears?
Bears. Grrr.
And I'll tell you another thing I'm sure as shit not afraid of. Women.
All of my besties are women.
I mean, everyone in my book club is a woman.
Last year I did a wine tour in Tuscany with women.
I'm physically attracted exclusively to women.
Ew, gross.
A woman wants to be president? Well, I'm man enough to give her my full-throated support.
You already had me at full-throated.
Because I'm man enough to raw dog a flight.
I'm man enough to raw dog an
Because I'm man enough to support women.
I'm sick of so-called men dominating, controlling, and belittling women.
That's what I'm here for. Hound me like a chicken breast.
I'm man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
You know, I'm not actually sure anyone wants to do that.
Put on a scary clown mask and tell me I ain't
Because I love women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Oh, that Tim. You should get tested. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau. And joining me today is
Matt McClowry.
Yes. He's in the co-host seat. Good to see you. You can see him November 1st and 2nd at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, or with me October 27th at Buffalo in Helium. And this week I will be in Appleton, Wisconsin. And then what do we got next week? The Toms River, New Jersey.
Yes, Toms River, New Jersey.
25th. Toys for Tots, guys. Come on out. Also joining us today, back in the studio again, Angela.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
That seemed
There's only so many times I can say, yeah, I'm good.
good day though.
Sure.
Okay. Bad day.
Medium.
Medium day.
Yeah.
What happened? Tell us about it.
I'd rather not.
Why?
I got a new sponsor.
Oh.
I just got into it with her earlier this morning.
Oh,
She's
I see.
tough. My other sponsor had dementia, so she didn't work out.
Well, at least if you relapse, she didn't remember.
Yeah, she didn't know anything.
Well, that's good to get a good sponsor. Are they a good sponsor?
She's really good, but that's why I don't like her.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. You have to have those people to hold you accountable.
Totally.
Good. Good for you. And joining us today as well, he's a podcast host. He's a comedian. Toolshed Art Club is where you can see his show. Please welcome back Austin Anderson.
Hey-o! It's good to be back. I missed seeing Hulk Hogan at a grocery store for this.
Really?
Yeah, I was in a grocery store in Omaha.
Why?
Oh, because he's touring with the Real American Beer. I live in Florida, so I can see him at a grocery store anytime.
Yeah, you just go to his restaurant.
I just go to 7-Eleven. It's Hulk Hogan.
You had to, I guess you had to buy 2 cases of beer to meet him, brother.
That's it?
Yeah.
You had to buy the Real American Beer?
Yep.
The answer to Bud Light's gayness? And then they got a guy from professional wrestling?
It's not gay at all.
No offense.
Yeah, well, no, homosexuality is not cool for beer, but banging your best friend's wife is...
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Also, wrestling with just a G-string and a ring for most of your life is not homosexual.
A G-string? What wrestling are you watching?
You didn't watch it?
Yeah, they always go up the ass.
Yeah, I always just look for the ass shots of male wrestlers, Matt. What are you doing? Watching it for the fun of it?
I was attacked by a gay pirate wrestler.
Are you really?
Yeah, in an abandoned Sears parking lot.
Go on.
I
Just
ruptured.
DDT'd you onto a car.
I ruptured my Achilles tendon at the time, and they were having a fundraiser for a city in Nebraska because it flooded. And they asked me to do the show, and I went there, and it was an abandoned Sears parking lot with a wrestling ring. I'm like, this will be weird. So I watched after my set on my little scooter, and they were fighting each other, and the gay pirate came out. I say that because he was just lathered in oil.
Yeah.
He had like he didn't even have regulation underwear.
He just
We're
came
like
from a
whitey
freak off.
tighties, spray painted black. And then he had a eye patch, thus the pirate, and spikes on his neck, like you in that video we just watched.
He didn't start his day with the eye
Yeah,
patch.
and he stole my scooter from me. Yeah, he goes, "Give me that." I'm like, "My medical prescription," and he took it and beat the hell out of the other guy with it. And I was like, "I got a deductible on that shit." That's it.
Wow, that's the best.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's too. I'm glad you came out instead of meeting Hulk Hogan at a grocery.
Oh yeah, I would do this. I would skip funerals.
Yeah, I would. I think meeting.
I met
Hulk
Ric
Hogan-
Flair at a Kmart.
Did you really?
Yeah, and it was sad because it was in 1999, and I remember WCW. I met Goldberg earlier that year, and it started out on a hot streak. So there's a mile around the Kmart, or a line a mile around the Kmart, several miles wide to meet this guy. And then by November, it's like I'm meeting Ric Flair, and I'm going 3 and 4 and 5 times because I felt so sad because there's like a half a dozen other people there. They don't even know.
Like how amazing he is.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there.
It was a Kmart.
Yeah, it was
why?
It was a Kmart in Allen Park. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Dude, he sells full shots of Crampton, pure Crampton.
Kratom.
Kratom.
Crampton.
Yeah.
Crampton, I
I've
think,
never
is
taken
a,
it.
Is a guy that comes and kills you on Christmas. Oh, that's Krampus.
And I was at
Crampton just does the inner city.
this gas
Straight out of
station,
Crampton.
and I go, man, what does this do? Like, have you tried this? And he goes, no, man. There's too many warnings on the back of it.
Oh, don't
this
do-
was a guy that
Don't disparage a potential sponsor.
you want.
Yeah, that's true. We might end up having a sponsor
gonna
like that.
Yes.
If we can get Kratom to come on and sponsor this show, I'll pretend I'm on it. I'll be like, do you want a bunch of leaves that might be dangerous for you jammed into a pill you can get at a vape store?
or a gas station.
It's weird because it's like this much is coffee. This much is coffee, but that much is heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand what it is actually. It's supposed to be like a opioid.
It's just it's
A painkiller,
It's
yeah.
a mild stimulant. It's like
Is this supposed to be a painkiller?
I've taken it.
It's grown in the mountains of Peru.
We know
I've taken
someone
it as
who
well.
Yeah, it's
Took it as a painkiller.
it's relatively
It was a painkiller a few years ago because I was like, oh, what is this? And I thought it was like,
My thing too is like you go on Reddit.
I didn't feel anything by
Exactly. Well, you go on Reddit and you read about these people where it's like, oh, this thing ruined my life that I'm thinking about taking. But then you dig into Reddit a little bit more, and all of the users' IP addresses go back to like FBI and military bases outside of Maryland. So it's all just disinformation. Like, no, don't take that. To get this prescribed opioid by Big Pharma instead.
Oh, I got it.
That'll be.
But are you checking the IP addresses personally?
No,
of
somebody
people
did
on
a
Reddit?
video of this and found all of it out. And it makes sense
That's
to me.
some deep work.
Like Matt's working for Big Kratom.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
I don't know. I'm with you.
But it's also, no, I'm 100% with, like, I'm a big supplement guy.
Don't I know it? You mean crap about going to CVS. Meanwhile, every place we go, you have to go to a Vitamin World.
I just watched him kill an entire container of Flintstone gummies.
He does it. He snorts it.
Yeah, he was snorting
The
it.
gummies.
So-
No, he loves supplements. But he actually recommends one that are really good. Like
Yeah.
he'll recommend some, and I'm like, oh wow, I don't
Maybe
feel
you
like
should
crap.
do this instead of burying your feelings in a chocolate torte.
What was first of all, you had dessert too last night, prick, and I paid for it.
You're gonna. I thought.
What?
No, they're gonna write. I thought we get it written off.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them pay for it, but I paid for it in advance.
Dude,
can't take
I think Alex Jones' vitamin store is going on the auction block.
Oh yeah.
Should look into that.
Why?
Because he owes $1 billion.
Oh, speaking
that
of people
real?
who are being punished for.
I don't know. That thing is still so crazy to me. I don't get how it's like you can just owe people $1 billion.
Yeah. You would
You
never
don't
gonna
have
see
it.
it.
Like if Elon Musk that happened to, you'd go, okay, he might be able to cough that up.
Or he would send his robots to kill everyone.
Right, which he should do. I started reading his book. That guy deserves what he has.
But a robot army?
A robot army, and I get why he has a robot army. Because he was bullied very bad as a child in South Africa, where he was beaten a lot. His dad was
because he was
horribly
bald
abusive.
as a child?
Is he what?
Because he was bald as a child?
I think it was because he was bald, yeah.
No, but that's sad, though, that he was.
No, for real. Like, I started reading his biography, and I was like, my God, this guy went through a lot of hell. So it's like, I don't trust humans. Now I get why he built so many robots. Like, other than his brother, I don't think anybody gave him a reason to trust them.
Yeah, that's why he
His whole thing is like, just don't have fear and just take the pain. And it obviously it works. Like, so if your dad is abusive enough to you,
you embrace the pain.
and
You
get
embrace the
beaten a
beatings.
lot. Yeah, you figure out revenge, which is a robot army.
He's just gonna deploy his robot army into South Africa.
I can think of other places to deploy it.
Yeah, there's a lot of places.
They're gonna pretend like they're watering plants.
Yeah,
before they kill you.
Sleeper cells.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a smart guy. You have autism.
No, I'm just thinking about a robot army storming the Capitol 2 weeks from January 20, from Inauguration Day, again in a couple months.
Yeah.
When someone wins weirdly.
Yeah, that's true. When somebody all of a sudden...
When I go to bed thinking someone else won, and then wake up in the morning like, a pipe? What?
I'm sorry, you dropped off a cooler, and now all of a sudden there's a different winner? That's weird. I guess I'll just believe you. What's COVID? Anyway, let's talk about some stuff.
Demonetized. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I was a little worried about it, because the second you start talking about that, they start...
I was talking about it in broad, terms without the trigger words.
What did I use?
I don't know. Just... What, is this
I don't think you can say trigger.
Well, that's the thing now.
Why can't we say words when the entire internet is nothing but porn?
Well, yeah. Well, it's just like
That's
now
true.
when you go
like everywhere.
you're on Twitter with
like,
that Elon owns, and then you read people and they've got the asterisks. They've crossed out certain letters in words that are totally okay to say just for the sake, because they can post them, but it will hurt their algorithm. They'll get.
Yes, it's like kill or...
So it's like this weird self-censorship thing.
But if you plop your fat ass up on a bathroom counter and take a photo, they're like, send it to everyone.
Send it. Yeah. Get this to everyone.
Get that going viral. But if you say murder instead of unalive, they're like, cancel them, take their money, kill their families. Unalive their families. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. You're just diddling yourself with a hairbrush with your baby sleeping in the corner, and that's fine.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's like why am I seeing that?
And then why is everything free? Yeah, I don't get it.
No, because there's no jobs anymore that where the people are like, well, I guess I have to become a whore or a comedian.
Yeah,
this is what they're settling on.
They're turning in the daughters of America until they're all whores. It's wild.
They're like, we either have to have our own radio show or get naked for way less money than they used to pay us.
The economy is so bad that comedy's lucrative by comparison.
Dude, comedy is a way better thing that I'm happy I went into. Everybody else I know who went to college, it's like, lose your job yet? It's like things aren't looking too good at any of the factories, too.
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
Especially now that with the robots, it's over.
Yeah, and we need them to buy tickets to our shows, so I want a robust economy where we all get jobs.
A robot economy?
A robot economy. A sex slave robot. Have you seen the number of sex slave robots now?
No, what's the number?
I haven't seen the number.
I don't know the number, but there's... Okay. Have you seen the number of videos that show these robots that are actually like women who can like talk to you and they want to get them to connect with you?
No, I have not, but I would kill it.
Yeah, I'd kill it. It's a robot that like learns about you. And you tell it your secrets. Like, it's just going into a process.
So it's,
you're telling...
an intimacy, yeah.
So it just turns into the South Park with the Alexa yelling at him?
Just turns into Ex Machina.
Yeah.
For the two people that saw that. Look up a robot sex by the way. It's probably...
I am. It's $15,000.
Oh, yeah.
15 grand? That's not even bad.
Dude.
But then there's going to be robot alliances that refuse to be treated as sex slaves, and that's when everything's going to start turning.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be the slaves, because what if the robot's stronger than you too, like the T-1000? Now
Right.
you got a sex robot that's really going to kill you in the middle.
Dude, I mean,
Coitus?
I prophesized this
is a
all
real
the way
problem.
back in 2016. I said they would build robots that would become sex robots and that people would have sex with, but then they will turn. So it's Terminator 2 Judgment Day is just everybody being raped to death on Earth. Like, that's how they kill you. Like, it's the great raping.
But do we
And it's just
deserve
going to
it?
be all because we can't sexually satisfy our sex robots. You know, you just can't get your robot off.
I think it's because you can't get yourself off because everything is a
'Cause
dopamine
you're just so
blast.
dull and.
Yeah, you're just so dead.
What?
No one said it. I think it was everyone just agreed.
Blaze logo. That's the whole show. That's what we leave you with.
No, I appreciate the deafening silence.
No, it's
But yeah, I mean, that's really what we've become. I mean, that's what real dolls were. Where it was just like, hi, can I get like a really realistic sex doll? And they were like, I'm tired of buying these ones that pop from Spencer's Gifts. And the sheep. Remember the sheep?
yeah.
No, I don't have. Did they sell that at Spencer's?
Yeah, they sold blow-up sheep.
With holes in them?
Yeah.
What? They were promoting bestiality?
They were, but it was more of like a gag gift. I mean, if you wanted to use it as a gag gift, I used it to pretend I was fucking a sheep. No, I didn't.
Same
Yeah.
with the guy. There's like
sexy
there's
too.
the greasy guy giving demonstrations in the Spencer Gifts. He's like, this is how you do it.
Yeah, he's like, hey, let me show you. I'll blow it up for you.
2:00. There's a
You kids skipping school today? You like my chain wallet?
come to my demonstration.
Spencer Gifts is
a
such a
sexy sheep.
weird.
There, see,
my
told you.
It's got
Wow,
eyelashes.
it has hips.
Yeah.
Wait, this is what somebody who's attracted to animals sees. It's like when a cartoon character is hungry and somebody turns into like a chicken wing. This is what happens when you're horny.
Yeah. This is what just appears in the thought bubble.
Yeah, it's just yoo-hoo, ba,
I'll be waiting for you.
ba, baby, ba. Ba,
Such
ba,
a
black
weird
man.
business model, Spencer Gifts. It's like Hot Topic with sex toys. Why?
Yeah. Well, they also have lava lamps, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're discounting
Yeah.
it.
Just to stare at.
And black and white posters.
And posters of Kathy Ireland still, because no one buys the posters. You're like, oh, cool. Can I get a Cindy Crawford's Diet Coke poster from the 90s?
She was on a Pepsi commercial.
Oh, was it the Pepsi
Yeah.
commercial? I didn't pay that much attention to the liquid on the commercial.
Oh,
It was definitely
It
her.
was an attractive lady.
Yeah, it was a very attractive
Yeah,
one.
she's a,
Who was the Diet Coke was the guy who ripped his shirt off and then all the women fawned over him.
mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, man. I got
First
that
time you had-
poster. I won it at a fair.
Yeah.
I popped enough balloons and like, here's the guy that's shirtless with Pepsi.
Oh, dude, I think I won a mirror of Biggie Smalls, Cypress Hill,
Oh, yeah.
Tupac. I won a lot of mirrors.
Dude, I won once a sketch drawing of Tupac.
Did you really?
Yeah, and
You
I
could get a lot of
hung it
Pac.
in my room, and my mom was like, "What are you like? We live in the cornfield in the suburbs of Omaha." I'm like, "Thug life, bitch."
Brenda got a baby.
I remember
Brenda
like
found Hooker found Slain, and Brenda was her name. What's up?
I went to a comic book convention with my friend when we were like 11.
Oh, no shit.
And then he just bought this poster of like Lady Death in lingerie.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You want this?" And he's like, "Fine." And I guess, and he brought it home to his parents and like, "You bought that? Do you want to hang it up?" Okay. And he's dead now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
How'd he do it?
I don't know, but I'm guessing pills.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Mhm.
If you're big into that stuff, there's a good chance. These days.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was just a very intelligent kid from Novi, which is a white collar area. So, and they didn't want to talk about why, so that led me to believe, yeah.
It's called Novi, just so everybody knows, because it was number 6
Yeah.
on the train stops. So
That led me to think he was killed by an opiate or what he didn't think was an opiate.
yeah, or trying to cross a train because he was on opiates. I had a cousin that tried to outrun a train.
Oh,
He lived.
did you?
Really?
He got he got hit by the train though. When I saw him, he came to my show in Tacoma.
Did he lose legs or anything?
No, but he was badly injured for a very long time. He got hit by the train and bounced off of it.
Like, so he was on the track running, and then it gave him a little.
He was like chasing it to run over, and he tried to run in front of it, and it just shot him sideways.
How old was he?
Oh, like 40? Not even kidding.
I thought it was.
There was a fitness
He was
model.
like 40. Like he quit drinking after that.
Yeah, there was a fitness
He
model.
doesn't walk the same anymore.
The guy who modeled for Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen, he was trying to shoot a commercial for his protein drink without a permit, where he was going to outrun a train.
Really?
And he didn't.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
not Dr. Manhattan. He didn't teleport.
Well, I mean, Dave's cousin is Dr. Manhattan, apparently.
I love that it was for a protein drink. He's like, trust me, I drink one of these, I can outrun a train. Don't worry, I got it.
Did you guys see that? I guess there's some breaking thing about one of the guys from One Direction fell from a hotel balcony today and
Really?
died.
Oh,
Which
Yeah.
one?
Which one?
Liam Payne.
Well, that's a coincidental name.
He
He
fell
was-
from a hotel balcony.
Okay, that's not Zin
Right
or
there.
Zane or whatever.
Why did all okay? So did
How
the
did he
guy
fall?
from.
How do you fall from a hotel?
Apparently, he was acting erratically beforehand, so maybe it was like.
So
an
did the
accident.
host. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
All right.
God, I'm sorry.
Check the white party files.
Yeah, exactly.
But the host of the guy who created The Whitest Kid You Know died like this.
That's crazy.
yeah, that's how he died like this. Yeah, I watched. I was not familiar with his body of work beforehand, and I started watching his sketches, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
he just died and fell on. He hit his head.
Yeah.
Weirdly, randomly,
An extremely intelligent 43-year-old.
after an Instagram post about how he's happily married, raising a kid, and has never felt better in his life.
Yeah.
What hotels even have windows that open? The hotels
Oh,
I
so
stay at
many
are
do.
always just chained shut.
No, you can get them in
Brazil.
Vegas, dude. Like, you can
I
get
just
'em-
had one in Oregon.
Yeah, you can get them.
All right.
But they're not saying if it was drug related. They don't know.
They don't know yet. It like just happened.
Man,
Yeah,
looks
somehow.
like he fell in one direction,
I was waiting for it. Yeah.
right towards the ground.
Yeah.
Unless he bounced.
Apparently, he did struggle with pills and booze.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I
sad.
mean, he's a young. Yeah.
Somehow,
The body
I don't
went in
think.
several
Yeah,
directions.
I don't quite think that one of
There
the
were
guys
people down
from One Direction.
Oh yeah, people saw it.
Well, they was down into like
Sorry.
the
Oh,
cafe
it's
part.
okay.
Yeah, there's probably there's people just enjoying.
Oh, we
ice.
ruined so many lunches.
Yeah, somebody's just drinking espresso, and all of a sudden the guy from One Direction is splattered on the sidewalk, and you're like, hey.
And they're like, "Oh my God, is that the one that's still famous?" Oh, who
Oh
cares?
no.
No. Oh, it's like it's one of the ones we didn't want to meet.
No,
Maybe that's why. Dude, I feel bad though. Of course,
Yeah,
he
I do,
struggled
too.
with
That's-
drugs. He was a young man in entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he made the same enemies as the guy from Whitest Kids You Know.
No, I think.
There's a One Direction song about how George H.W. did 9/11.
Yeah,
I don't think.
yeah, I think he. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's probably drug related.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm thinking of a
unfortunately.
One Direction song where it talks about hotel rooms. If you
Really?
like having parties up in hotel rooms.
Is that
I
true?
can't sing, yeah. And then
Well, that's the thing. It's like then I'm like,
it was
oh.
a cliffhanger.
So that
Oh, I
really,
forgot he
that's
was
probably
a
the
child
one
star,
he wrote.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was a young man who was famous. And then if he sang song about hotel rooms, that was probably his song. Because he's like, guys, you know how I love to party in hotels because nothing bad could happen.
Yeah, this is where I bring all the ladies.
Yeah, until he hit 53 and tumbled to his death in front of a Starbucks.
Mm.
I feel bad for him. I really do. Did he have a family?
I don't. Till an older man who's been making money off of you for 20 years.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
just like an
Outlived your
estranged mother and father who siphoned off all of his money.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a record producer right now that's thrilled because he doesn't have to pay one guy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell you, that's very uncomfortable. But if I was going to sleep in a hotel, I would want comfortable sheets. That's what I'm saying. That's why look, it's hot outside still in Texas. Maybe you are at home and it's not so hot, but I know it's hot out here. And I'll tell you, I love Miracle Made sheets. What they do is they keep my body nice and cool while I sleep. They're made with some sort of magical fabric, and they just make you feel good all night long. They regulate your temperature, and they make you feel great, don't they, Matt?
Absolutely.
You have a set.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
And they also wick off all the bacteria.
Yep. Clean as a whistle. My wife likes that.
Yeah, that's true. You lose 97% of bacteria.
Where does it go?
I guess just into the ether.
Oh, wow.
Or all over the sidewalk.
Yes. I only have to wash my hands 199 times a day now.
Yeah, this has got to be a very personal ad. Matt has to deal with OCD at his house, if you weren't able to tell. And that's why he enjoys Miracle Made sheets, because he knows that he can be filthy in them, and his wife will only mind a lot. Again, they're self-cleaning, they're comfortable, and they are designed for your skin. So stop sleeping on bacteria that clogs your pores. And again, 99.7% effective against bacterial growth. Why don't you tell me about the comfort and quality, Matt?
Comfort and quality?
Yeah.
Of the Miracle Made sheets?
It's page 4.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah.
They're so comfortable, he's giggling.
Yeah.
Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable with the high price tag of other luxury brands and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels.
That's right. And what are they going to get right now? What's the call to action? TryMiracle.com/normal? TryMiracle.com/normal? And what are they going to get?
They're going to get a free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off.
Really?
Yes.
What about at checkout? An additional 20?
Yeah.
An additional 20% when they use code NORMAL, and if you're not 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund? What are you waiting for? Go help your sleep out, brothers.
Yeah, and some maybe like it's about to be Christmas season, so maybe you could get on the gift buying early.
Yeah, why are you buying people sheep? You buy them nice nice sheet. Go to TryMiracle.
Or if they already have a sheep, you get them the sheets, so it just wicks off.
Wicks off all the
Wicks off the
problematic things from the rubber sheep. So again, thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Okay, so let's jump ahead. Diddy's accuser. Why don't you tell us a bit about him? Because this just came out. This is some hot new news. Not like sexy hot.
Yeah.
Just off the presses.
Are we? Do you want me to tell you about it?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, Matt's going to. He's just slow on the pickup.
Well, Diddy violently face-fucked a male employee at a Macy's.
Sorry.
Then the retailer covered it up because of their deal with his Sean John clothing line. Just too bad, because I was really looking forward to the Diddy float in the Macy's Day Parade. This is why I shop at Sears.
Which is closed.
And Austin.
Continue, please.
A man accusing Sean Diddy Combs of assaulting him when he was just 16 has shared a photograph of the pair together at one of the rapper's famous white parties. The man, known only as John Doe, has accused Diddy of assaulting him at the 1998 party while celebrities mingled nearby. Quote, "There existed something sinister, a dark underbelly of crime, sex trafficking, forced labors, kidnapping, bribery, and prostitution. In other words, the entertainment industry," the filing stated.
Yeah, so this guy's come forward, and obviously that's not his picture's blurred out. He doesn't just have a ruined face. That's actually Diddy and the guy from One Direction.
Oh, no. What if he was the accuser?
Oh, my goodness.
1998, he would have been the right age.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and also, maybe One Direction back in the day would have gone to a Diddy party, and now all of a sudden, this is a lot.
That lines up.
It does line up.
Well, I mean, and that's one of
Like
those
straight down.
So the one about Macy's, did you guys read about the details of that? How it happened?
I'm wondering about this. Yeah,
I did. I happened to listen to a lawyer that talked about, like, she read the suit, and it said that Diddy and then a few of his bodyguards cornered him at the end of a stock aisle in the back and tased him in the neck, and then when he got up, P. Diddy was like, "It's time."
Oh, so they just hit him with a taser, and then he just woke up surrounded with dudes?
Yeah. It doesn't say if he passed out, but and then he got up, he didn't know where he was, and it was P. Diddy and his bodyguards, and they're like, "It's time. It's time for you to put this in your mouth."
I mean, it sounds right.
Which is just insane. And then he said that he just wiped himself off and went back out there, like, for his
Well, you got to get your
clothing
head,
show.
You got to get your head in the game.
Then he just came out. He's like, "Whoa, Puff Daddy!"
Sean John. That's I guess I'm not mad at the clothing.
The idea of being raped by P. Diddy terrifies me because I just feel like it would look like a Bad Boy video from 1997.
Would be doing a lot of
coming
moves.
at you with like a fisheye lens and just
That's exactly
doing
how
these
it happens.
dance
He's
moves.
just showing you his watch to let you know how long he's been going in you for.
You're being blinded because of his shiny clothing.
Yeah.
Every time the fluorescent lights hit it, you're like,
That's why you didn't know
it's
where
so
he was.
bright.
You're wondering what off-color Yankee hat he's going to finish in, and then it's you. Get a Yankee stamp on your back.
Dude, can you believe that we grew up with just covert, like, homosexual pop?
Yes, I
Like,
can.
everything. Now I go back, I listen to everything. All the lyrics are just so gay. One of his songs,
Well, they're
starts-
almost so anti-gay that you go, I think he might be gay.
But like one of them, like the remix with Craig Mack, and when Biggie, like the first track that Biggie was really on that did well, it starts off of Puff Daddy just going, "Bad boy, come out and play."
There's also
and he's dinging bottles together.
There's also bad boy.
You make me feel so
so
good. And we had no idea. We had no
You make me feel
idea.
so good.
We had no idea.
It really is a.
We didn't. We thought he was talking about women. We didn't know he was talking about,
Well, yeah.
amazing.
There's the one with Jimmy Page where it's "Come with me."
Oh yeah, that's right. Jimmy Page is like, I've been inside everything. Whatever you want to do is fine.
Yeah, he's
Let me
like,
bring-
there's nothing you can do to me.
Let me bring my Les Paul, and as long as you wrote the song, as we know Zeppelin doesn't do that.
Jimmy Page is like, I bought a Lester Crowley's mansion. Fuck
neither of
Loch
them
Ness
does that.
monster. There's nothing you can do to me.
You get them and Kamala together, it's like the Power Rangers of plagiarism.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's amazing when you actually do break down so much of Led Zeppelin's music.
Yeah.
Because I heard it debated, because I liked Led Zeppelin, but then you hear the exact song from a guy that played the blues in Alabama
Right.
that died penniless, and it's the same song.
You know what my favorite part about that is when they talk about how they created music. Jimmy Page is like, I sat by a fire in a Lester Crowley's house and the chords just came to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of a boombox of someone else's song.
Yeah. Yeah, you just took it. That's all you did. Like,
Yeah.
The spirits gave it to me. No, that was a man.
Yeah, they all want to pretend that it's spiritual or like, they've had a tie with the devil and that's how, because they're so good. And it's like, but you didn't. You just kind of took it from a much better black guy that died years and years before you.
Which stealing is definitely something the devil would do. So I guess if you want to spin it.
The devil took my pocket watch. Anyway, I don't know. I think we'll move on.
Mhm.
Thank you, Matt.
No, he just writes all the songs, and then Robert Plant wears lady jeans and shakes his hips.
Yes.
He's got a nice bulge, though.
Yeah.
Some of those videos from back in the day.
Especially for bell bottoms, he's got a good and tight up top.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell he's stuffing it, though.
Stairway to heaven.
All
And then
those
he
guys were stuffing it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nobody had.
What?
Oh, yeah. It was a thing.
You know how you used to stuff your bra?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was guessing.
Did you do it?
Yeah, in the pool once.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
not
In
you
the
work out.
pool? With,
Yeah.
No, with tissue?
Yeah.
Man, you didn't
so the
think that
second
through.
you hopped in, you had no tits.
Yeah.
They were just floating.
It's embarrassing. They floated
They're
away.
like, what's all this Kleenex doing in
It was
here?
5th grade.
You ruined the pool.
They
Oh,
did
that's
drain it.
embarrassing. Your 5th grade friends all
I was in
had-
front of people.
Yeah, and it was at a pool party, and I didn't expect to get in the
You didn't
pool.
do a dry run to see how it'd play out?
I wasn't trying to get in the pool.
Oh.
I got
It would be a wet
tackled
run.
into the pool.
Oh.
And yeah.
Oh, you got thrown into the pool?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Tell
bummer.
us more about the trauma that ensued afterwards.
Oh, you don't you don't want to know. It
Oh,
set me on a
that's-
bad path.
Did they call you a name?
Yeah, well, no. They just snickered, and I
5th grade's not a bad age for that.
No, that's a terrible age.
that's the worst age for that.
That is, people are.
Girls are so mean. That was just said to me by a girl in my headphones. I know girls are mean. We all know. All guys know. You're heartless.
Yeah.
No, girls are mean to other girls. It really, They really are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're younger. I mean, I'm sure when you get older, you pretend to
They
care.
told me at a sleepover that if you lay down on your back and you look down and you can see your feet, it means you're flat chested and you ain't worth shit.
Really?
That's what the other
Yes.
girl said? Did the
Yes.
girl that have the sleepover, did she have big boobs?
Yes.
Oh, what a...
She had my
That's
birthday.
not true, though,
exactly.
because they just flop to the side anyway.
Well,
Well, if they're in a bra.
in a bra.
Yeah.
But that's just like, so the big boobed girl has a sleepover, makes all of the other girls lay down, and it just says your tits ain't shit.
So you're worthless.
Yeah, you're worthless. And then she jiggled them.
Yep.
Hers.
Well, we just had sleepovers where we watched movies and occasionally did a prank or two.
My brother told me I was supposed to have 3 balls.
That's hilarious.
Were you worried that you didn't?
Yeah, but like I went and told my parents, and like, no, you're fine.
They're like, yeah, don't worry, you have 2. You're special. You're supposed to have 3 balls. Was he looking at it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. No, we were just he just told me.
Okay, so you both just weren't in the tub.
No.
Okay,
No, we did shower together like for an inappropriately long time.
sure.
Just for time constraints.
Yes.
What? Well, don't get mad at me.
right
It
up
was,
until
it was his idea.
Right up until your mid-20s. Oh, is that why he dresses like Batman and doesn't talk to you?
I mean,
He doesn't want the secret getting out.
I'm sure it's part of it.
I'm supposed to have 3 balls. I only feel 2. Matt's laughing. The camera didn't cut to him, but he's enjoying the joke. It's we're just teasing.
Yeah, I know.
My brother did a lot of stuff that was not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Shot me with a BB gun.
I remember the bit about it.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
Did he come out of the uterus first?
Yeah, 2 minutes older. So
Yeah,
he
so-
acts as
so
if
that-
he's an older
yeah.
brother.
Which is insane. You're like, 2 minutes. He's like, and then he's like, I don't care, and shoots you in the face with a BB gun.
Yeah, and then I get shot with a BB gun. I'd give
Your
him
older
back.
brother is hilarious, though. I love your older brother, or your brother.
Your older brother.
Your 2-minute older brother. But because every time I meet him, I just feel like it's you doing a character. He just has this dumb look on his face.
I've never
I
met him.
appreciate hearing that.
Sure.
I want to meet him someday.
He is.
He's a foot taller than you, so he's got the.
Yeah. Well, he is kind of a character and a version of me where he's just, dude, he just says the worst things imaginable. And then he'll pull over and like give a homeless person
Yeah, he's a great
$5.
guy.
You're like, why? Well, remember all the shit you just said? But he will he will do the craziest stuff. He just never got caught. Like one time, my friend Jimmy goes, I don't know if I ever told this on this show, but I've told it. But my friend Jimmy calls me and they were all living in a house together. And he's like, you might want to check this out with your brother. And I go, what? And then the phone rings and I had signed on an Escalade for my brother when he was in his early 20s. And the police are like, Dave, your Escalade is parked in the middle of 9 Mile with the door wide open. And I was like, I don't have an Escalade. Then I'm like, oh, right. And I was like, oh, yeah, my brother borrowed it. He's got it. Yeah, maybe you can go check on that. He's got to be somewhere near there. And they're like, well, it's just running in the middle of the street late at night with the door open. So Jimmy calls me back, and it was right when you could send videos. And he's like, this is your brother right now. And it was my brother. He walks out of his room naked in the middle of a party, grabs a bucket of Popeye's chicken out of the refrigerator, takes one bite of a drumstick, and just collapses on his face. And then everybody there just continued the party around him because it was so common in his behavior.
What? Just from booze, or was he into other stuff?
No, it was just
Yeah.
from booze.
Yeah.
No, he loved booze. I mean, he would smoke pot every now and then. I mean, I can't say if he once had a forest in his basement.
Dude, you and your brother are always passing out with food in the kitchen naked.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did that once too. But my friends didn't find me. It was just my dying father and mom. Yeah, that was a true story.
Who was the guy that rode rollerblades? That
Joe.
Joe?
Joe.
Before the show, when I went to a trail around here, I saw a guy just tearing it up on rollerblades. And I was like, that has to be, I haven't seen anyone. I'm like, that's probably Joe.
Dude, rollerblades are pretty sick if you know how to handle
this
them.
guy-
You don't look gay at all.
This guy handled it real well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he went by me on like 1 foot, like just to make sure he didn't hit me. It was like, ooh.
Dude, that's a lot of good practice.
Yeah.
Where did you see him at? Coming out of a men's room?
Yeah, he was skating away.
Getting out of a rest area?
He was skating.
He was leaving the airport bathroom you were allowed in.
He's coming out of he just came flying out of a handicap porta potty. Those oversized ones. Boom, the door, and then he just flew out. I was like, damn. There's like 6 other guys in there too.
What was he doing in there? What's he building in there? I want to talk about this. Go ahead. Tell me about the body snatcher, Matt.
Okay, the body snatcher. Sorry.
Body snatcher. That's page 1.
I know, but
You heard about this?
Why would we be on page 1? I'm sorry. Okay.
That's her. I don't know if you can tell. She may have been on drugs.
A woman is accused of stealing a casket from a funeral home that had a body inside, then leaving it out front of the business, according to Las Vegas police. Surveillance video from inside the business showed a person entering the business by breaking the front window and unlocking the front door, then walking into the viewing room, grabbing the casket and bringing it out the front door, an arrest report said. A couple of days later, LVMPD identified the suspect as Sierra. In an interview with police,
She's named after the soda.
the suspect said she had a substance abuse problem and she, quote, blacks out, the arrest report said. Sierra said she didn't remember the incident, but admitted she has burglarized a business before by using a rock to bust the window or door, the report said.
She said she's very sorry.
Yeah, she says she was not trying to be malicious and was apologetic.
She also had consumed 6 beers.
That's not even that much.
No, that's why I don't buy it. It's like you don't drink a 6-pack and steal a corpse.
No.
Be honest about the amount.
Yeah. You drink a 6-pack and have a nice night with your friends. You don't vandalize a body.
You don't go.
2 bottles of wine, maybe.
Maybe. If it's Franzia and you're just spinning
2
out.
boxes.
Yeah, 2 boxes and you're spinning out.
This seems
I drank
like
a box of Franzia once. It was awful.
I used to drink a box of Franzia.
Yeah, we used to have wine box parties.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I remember drinking the box pretty quick.
I just get the shivers because it was just so
It was gross.
terrible.
Yeah.
We chugged
Carry
it.
the bag around.
I remember one
Carry your
time
purse.
I woke up and I thought I was dying and I'm walking around. I'm like, my mouth is burning from all the wine. Like, is there something wrong with your pillows? Is there asbestos in your pillows? And my friend, she's like, John put hot sauce in your mouth, you moron. I was like, oh.
You could take the bag out. I just remembered we used to carry around the bag too.
Oh, yeah, so
And
I would put it in my purse.
Yeah.
now I just realized it looked like a colonoscopy bag or like the bag that you have to pee in.
It
When
looks
you
like
have
the
a
blood
catheter.
bag that goes right next to
Yeah.
it in the hospital.
You're like,
Yeah.
no, it's just the worst wine ever.
But it's just soccer mom wine that you're drinking because it's $5 at the time.
Poor soccer mom money
Yes.
or
Or
wine.
Boone's Farm was another one. That was a
Oh.
treat.
Mad Dog, too.
Mad Dog 2020 was the homeless wine of champions. That made you feel so sick the next day. But I would get a 40 of OE, get me some MD 2020. Yeah.
Did you guys ever drink Steel Reserves?
Yes, I did 40s of it.
Dude, that I used to get those all the time when I
Yeah.
lived in California at 19. I got a fake ID it was an Arab guy, but the Arabs at the 7-Eleven did not care.
No.
It was like a 30-year-old Arab man. I'm like, here you
It's like every Arab-owned liquor store
go.
ever.
And I had the worst hangover of my life. I drank a handful of those. Woke up. I couldn't even open both my eyes, and I worked at a Papa Murphy's, where you take and bake.
You don't even have to make the food.
Yeah, I just stumbled in the back door with like one eye and just like fell over onto all the bags of dough that you make and just fucking passed out. And the manager's like, "You can go." I'm like, "Ugh."
I drank a couple 40s of Steel Reserve when I was a janitor at this like war memorial place. And it was where they had weddings and everything. And we were drinking them the night before. And like this group walked in to have like a morning brunch. And I was just unconscious on a couch, just reeking of cigarettes and booze. And my boss, Larry's like, get up right now. Go home. I was like, oh, sorry. I just nodded off. You know how
dude.
we do. Dude, Steel Reserve is crap.
Oh, it's the worst, man.
What was your favorite malt liquor, Matt?
it was Saint-Ides.
Did you have some St. Ides?
Never once in my life.
As you drank it, you would see the crooked eye
Yeah,
outside.
because I was a good kid with autism and rigid morals,
Who did
which
push-ups.
which really paid off
I think it did.
in a couple ways. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, but I'm not when I'm trying to develop new material. It doesn't.
Well, I think if you're,
You guys have shit to talk about.
well, not really. I mean, it's unfortunate.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not still doing it like a lot of people my age and 10 years older. I'm glad I don't get drunk on that crap anymore. Mickey's
grenades.
Dude.
We used to just drink those and throw them off our balcony at our apartment on the sidewalk below. Just glass everywhere.
They had
Not even thinking about it. And I went to pay the rent one day, and the lady was in there complaining that she stepped on glass and got glass in her foot. And I was like, "Here's my rent." I'm like, "That's too bad. Hopefully that heals."
It's a shame. I don't know what kind of animal would leave that there.
Yeah.
They had the 64-ounce OEs that look like a jug that a animatronic bear would blow into at like Chuck E. Cheese. Those ones were pretty good. God, I miss booze.
Yeah.
Different ways, fun ways to get drunk.
Oh, there was always a good time until you were
always.
arrested or,
Yeah.
you know, I was thinking about
I
that
never knew there was good ways to get drunk.
There's
I thought
not.
it was just drinking screwdrivers and watching old football videos.
Yeah, and taking
Pretending like you're the coach.
his dad. He's talking about his father.
On VHS.
Oh, man.
Yes, on VHS. Just angrily watching game film
Yeah.
over and over and over.
I loved
And
your
oh,
dad.
he was an awesome
man.
human being.
But yes, he did
he
enjoy
cared
it.
about his family and football.
Orange juice and vodka was definitely a regular.
Yeah, that was the
Would he watch games that he had already watched? Would he watch? What was he trying to learn?
Over and over and over. He wasn't.
He was
trying
a
to-
great athlete.
He
He
wasn't
played for
trying to learn
college.
anything. It was just he just loved watching us play.
Oh, so they weren't like
Weren't
NFL
his.
team.
No,
they were
he just
you
loved to
kids.
watch us play. That was all he cared.
Oh, well, that's
That's
cool.
sweet.
Yeah, that
It
is sweet.
Well, I mean, it is.
Went
sweet.
from
It's
weird
sweet until he gets mad at you for something you did in junior high. I just like he would just get pissed. Not at us even. He would get pissed at like the other players. He's like, "What the fuck is Gold doing?" It's like he's 32, real estate now.
Would he drink a bunch of screwdrivers and then come yell at you for a play that you messed up that happened 5 years prior?
Not so much me. He might call
Come
my
in his room and just start hitting him with a belt while he was sleeping.
Remember 1998, the Giants versus the Cowboys.
Remember, you,
Pee-wee.
what were you?
He might call my brother and be like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Dad, I sell medical equipment now."
He's like, look, I gave up that.
Yeah.
Wasn't your brother going to play
A
arena ball
scholarship.
though?
What?
Your brother was going to play arena football, right?
I didn't know. He had a lot of friends. Yeah, it's like comedy after college football ends because a lot of your friends are just like still trying to chase it in any avenue. So like, yeah, arena football is like the conservative media of
Oh, I think he does much better.
No, my brother was just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that for 15 grand a year.
See, my son's really good at football, but he's not into the tackle yet.
I don't think he might not have some of the genetics for it.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
have.
you'd be surprised. I think my dad was a great football player.
Well, so does my dad.
Yeah.
I was
Well-
trying to keep this for YouTube and not Rumble or BitChute.
What position did you play?
I played tackle, guard at some points, and defensive end.
Okay,
Yeah, just lineman the whole time.
because you were larger.
Yeah, I was a big kid, but I don't have. I mean, and when you get to the college level, it was like 6'8" guys who weigh 320 pounds and run a 40 in under like 4.9. And yeah, I ran a 40. My best 40 at that time when I weighed 270 was about 6 flat,
Really?
which is not good. And I didn't
My
have
40
any.
was about 15.5.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
You know what a good way to start freshman year is? Similar to like how embarrassing your bra thing story was. I didn't even make it to a football game. I got clipped in my back during drills.
Oh.
And I got my spine fractured.
Oh.
And I couldn't even walk. Like I could barely move my legs, and they just laid me in a van.
Oh.
And I had to wear a back brace
Oh no.
for 6 months at the beginning of freshman year that tore through my clothes.
Oh,
Yeah, it was fun.
Is that how you met
I
Adam
was-
Devine? Because he had just been hit by a garbage truck?
No, that would have been the next year. But I did when I first saw hid. He was definitely
both
on
just- you
crutches
both-
doing tricks.
You both just start talking because you have to sit out of gym?
Did you have to cut your clothes or something? Like, what did it?
No, it would just like end up like rubbing like holes in the back. It was like this big back brace. Ugh.
Dude, I got hit by a 300-pound kid. I've said it on the show before, but my helmet flew off, and I was like, done, and I walked home. I lit up a Newport, and I walked home, and I never played it
That is
again.
the greatest football story I've ever heard.
Never played again.
I would also like
Lit up a Newport.
Dude, which I had on me, and I went home and I just
Pulled it out of your pads, out of your
walking
nut cup.
down Vernier Road, smoking a cigarette in all my pads, and just going, I'm not playing this game ever again.
Yeah.
My dad's like, you'll go back, and I'm like, no, it's the worst thing. I'll play baseball. I'm not doing this.
Dude, getting hit by those 300-pound children
Yeah,
was brutal.
yeah, it was rough. I wasn't big then.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I would have smoked a Newport too. I should have lit up. I wish I had Newports on me when they broke my back.
they were delicious.
I'm like, I'm just laying there. I can't move. I'm like, put a cigarette in my mouth.
Walk over to Burger King and use their golden ashtrays. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Man, do you remember that?
the
I do.
golden ashtrays at Burger King.
Yeah.
No.
You could sit there and just eat a Whopper, and then right on the center of your table was a Burger King ashtray that was gold, and you would just smoke after you ate your Whopper.
Yeah.
And then 1999 happened, and they wouldn't let you
See?
do it anymore.
I don't care if Trump wins and gas goes down, groceries go down. If you still can't smoke inside, this is not America, and it has not been made great again.
No, and I don't smoke.
Either do I.
I think it should be allowed, especially if you're the proprietor of your own business.
Yep,
You
smoke
say what goes on in
inside.
there.
There's certain places that should just smell like cigarettes inside.
Yeah.
Like Denny's should just smell like
Comedy clubs.
Yep.
Comedy clubs should have a non-smoking and smoking.
Yep.
Even though it all goes over into the other section, I do miss the days of smoking in a comedy club.
I never got to experience it on the plane, because they did away with that once they realized the sections really don't matter when you're in a cylinder in the air.
Well, I love that they still
took them a
have the
while.
light on every
them-
Well,
plane.
they still have the ashtrays in the bathroom too for you to do the little
Yeah,
pull it down thing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them, too, were soldered for a long time when I first started flying. It's been a long time since you can smoke on airplanes.
Yeah.
I think when I went to Disney World with my parents, you could, and then after that, it was done. But for years, they had soldered shut ashtrays on so many planes that I would fly on. Spirit Air from Detroit to Atlantic City, because no one cared if that one went down. We weren't getting any new planes.
You flew that solo with you and your brother too, right?
Yeah, that's why my brother's terrified of flying. And I'm
Have
not.
you ever told this story on the show?
No, when we almost got hit by lightning and we nosedived.
I've never heard
Yeah.
that.
Oh
man.
yeah, the plane just there was lightning that crashed nearby, and it just started going straight down. Everybody screaming for their life. So was my brother. I think we were like 9.
But you were not.
No, I wasn't.
Dave lit up a
I
Newport.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. But
I
the
guess this
mask
is how
came down.
my life ends.
Yeah, no, I was I was like 9 or 10, and I was very comfortable with the fact that I was going to go out this way. And the masks and everything came down. Like the flight attendants were crying, and then it got back up.
Oh, wow.
And it was terrifying. My brother, to this day, is terrified of flying. Like he will go and get a prescription just so he can fly. Like it.
Yeah.
So
the plane got hit by lightning.
No, it crashed nearby.
Okay.
But it was enough to where the storm forced it to spin out because you could hear this boom, and then it went down.
That exact thing happened to my wife's grandpa, and he never flew again.
Yeah, my brother hates
Ever.
it. He
Took the
doesn't
train.
want to. Yeah, he'd rather do anything but fly. Me, I was like, okay, well, it probably doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't afraid of flying.
And then you got to Disney World. You're like, these rides suck.
Yeah.
Can we almost
I
die?
wish it was Disney World. We were just also on our way to Atlantic City to meet my uncle and my cousin. We were not even to have
The
fun.
sad part is now I just realized you just spent the rest of your life chasing that.
What
Just the thrill of that.
Well, sure. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, once you go down like that, yeah, I guess that's true. That probably is. There is something to why I want to live in that constant state of
Nose diving and coming back up.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured it out finally.
Maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right. Well, shit. You're fixed.
I almost feel complete. Oh, there was more to it, but I mean, that's a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
You have to be comfortable with the fact that one day we're all going to be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to rush it, even though I joke about it. And am sometimes serious. Matt, tell us about Blaze's new...
The second presidential debate exposed the blatant truth. The media is no longer just biased, it's controlling the narrative.
That's right.
Kamala was given free rein to lie without a single fact check, while President Trump was bombarded with constant interruptions and phony corrections. We've long suspected we had a state-controlled media, but now it's glaringly obvious we are living in a media-controlled state. From President Biden's quiet exit from the political scene to Kamala's carefully orchestrated rise and the persistent efforts to undermine and even harm President Trump, the media's hand has been evident throughout. Blaze Media is the antidote. While mainstream outlets distort and deceive, Blaze Media is committed to delivering the truth for those who love and fight for the American way of life. We refuse to be controlled or silenced. At a time when media manipulation is at its peak, independent media platforms like BlazeTV are more crucial than ever. We're here to challenge the narrative and provide real, unfiltered coverage that puts you in control. That's why right now we're offering you our biggest discount yet, 40% off an annual subscription.
$40 off.
$40 off.
If you love this show and you support what Blaze Media stands for, visit blazetv.com/normalworld and use code NORMAL40 at checkout to join the movement. America deserves the truth. You deserve the truth. And Blaze Media is here to deliver it.
That's NORMAL40, NORMAL40 for $40 off. And thank you, Blaze Media, for sponsoring this episode.
I just love that we went from, robot sex dolls to we live in a media-controlled police state.
That's right.
We're here to fix it.
This seamless sex.
They have a robot dog here.
We did have one in the lobby.
Yeah, one of those ones you put a missile on the back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a missile on it?
No. It's been fun.
Yeah, it would have.
Well,
that would have dovetailed nicely into the FBI story.
Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time.
We're okay.
And somebody will comment, why do you say running out of time? It's the internet. But I guess I'll answer that. It's a job.
Yeah.
And there's people who have to go home. We taped last of the day. It's the pecking order of how the network feels of us.
It is currently midnight.
Yes. Now, where can we find you, Austin?
You can go to austinanderson.net.
All right.
That's the best spot.
Angela?
I have a YouTube channel called Angela Does Horror.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can check my videos out there.
Matthew?
I am at Matt McClowry on all platforms. Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, November 1st and 2nd.
Good God.
I can't do anything like a human being. I'm sorry.
No. Anyway, this weekend I'll be in Appleton, Wisconsin at Skyline, and next weekend you can check me out at Toms River, New Jersey. Please go to davelandau.com. It's Toys for Tots. Go check it out. Okay?
Okay.
Just because everybody's afraid to spend money because the world may end, the currency is going to drop. So it's not like everything's going to go bad in a second. So it's not like you can't get something now you might like and then help Toys for Tots. Because really, you might be hungry and needing toys by the time that rolls around.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. And now bring you to the end of the world. KFC just released a new dessert with the name Cherry Pie Poppers. What other dessert items do you think they tested before they ultimately decided on that one, Matt?
Money butter biscuits.
Angela.
Knob cobbler?
Oh, that's a good treat. What
For someone.
For me. Austin, yes.
Dick mustard custard.
Ooh, I like it. I'm going to go chocolate e-barebacks. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Join us tomorrow. I think they're going to come back, so come back.
We will.
Baby, come back.